Good morning, good people. Hope everyone is okay. Today's topic is about death. It is a very uneasy topic, but let us unpack it. yeah, we can unpack death. We don't know what's happening after death. And again, no one has experienced death so far. We're all living, so I can't tell you what happens when someone dies. There's something I want us to talk about. I once heard someone saying, death is not permitted by God. It's not God who allows people to die. He said, it's your ancestors who allows you to death, who permits you to death, who give authority for you to die. Kukaningi sizwa abantu bethi bese kuthanda bese kuvume uNkulunkulu or uNkulunkulu is uthandwa kaNkulunkulu, so will of God that someone died. He said no. Well, as an African, that's much more like it. It's much more like it. But I don't know what you Europeans think about, but I have a belief that there are those Europeans also who think about it, who also think like us, that death is not, God is not responsible for the death of a person. I don't know if have you experienced the last moment of a person when he dies. I'm not talking about the death in relation to murder, in relation to accident, but the natural death. Normally, a person will say, "Ngibona bosbanban." I see some people, especially those who already died, as if these people are coming to collect him or to lead him or to take him somewhere. I think bonus banban. And then when you look at it, that person that person died long time ago. But it's a family member. It's either could be his or her mother, or his or her dad, or his or her granddad or granddad, but someone who have already passed away. So I have had a lot of experiences. I had a lot of experiences. People say that usbanban. Like I know from experience, Umama when she passed away, yeah, she saw those who have already on other side. No, I'm not alone in this. Some people will agree to this. I have a feeling that also the Europeans do have such idea, because if you have been watching some movies, I'm a movie watcher. I like watching movies that much. There is a movie called Gladiator. It's 2005 or 2000. I think it's a 2000 movie. But we can also, if you're not a movie fanatic, just Google Gladiator film Gladiator 2000. So just the Gladiator film. It's only one Gladiator, the film that's been a blockbuster so far. But you can also add to a year in case you're not sure. In that movie, we see what's it called? They call him what's it called, starring, but it's not starring there because it's a historical movie. Yeah, it's starring that much. It's Russell Crowe, who was a Maximus in that movie. When I was fighting with the Emperor Commodus, there was a moment when Commodus dropped a sword. And then Commodus could not pick up the sword because the emperor, he wanted the soldiers to pick up the sword for himself. And then when Maximus realized that he dropped the sword, I don't know what happened to him, and he switched to another side of the world. And then he was opening the door as if he was going to the other side. And then he was brought back by Quintus. Quintus was one of the general of the army, because when they were fighting in front of the soldiers, they made a circle. They were inside the circle. Then Commodus tried to use the hidden knife from his arm to attack Maximus. At that moment, when he came back to the earth, and then he fought back, and then finally he won that fight. And then, but it didn't take too long before he died. But he managed to say some final words to people who are left. I'm not trying to actually to tell you about that movie, but I'm just explaining that after that, when he passed away, then we saw his family coming to him as if they were there to fetch him. That's the idea of Europe, and I mean the movie is an American movie, Hollywood. So far, that idea would not be an idea of an African. So that's why I say I believe even them in America or in Europeans knows that the only the idea of people that God's willing to die is that is God willing for someone to die. That's a Christianity perspective, but it's not only Christian, it's also the Hebrew religion, because the Jews and also Muslims, they saw the will of God. They are the one who is the will of God. Anything happens, it's the will of God. But as Africans, it deeply is Africans, and we believe that there are other factors or divine intervention that that are involved in human life rather than God Himself alone. Although God could be the chief, the mighty one, but there are other. Is it Aloisinye? I would say his creation that exert some factors or some pressures on men living on earth. So, but it's this what they believe in. Like, God is the only person who's responsible for everything. That's what they believe in. But as you grow up and as you know things happening around, you realize that somehow people might be talking for God. The God that they never come, they never see, but they are able to talk for Him because they believe that some person wrote those words and then from God. I don't think it's wrong to believe that. But yeah, I'm not preaching, guys. I wanted us to talk about this. Just think about it for yourself and think on on your own to see if have you ever heard of this thing, or do you agree with the fact that it's not God who allows people to die? It's not God who permits it, but some people of ancestors. Because when you die, you go to ancestors. You don't die and go somewhere. That's where you wait for that last moment. If you have the trumpet to be blown, then you will be waiting with the people, with the ancestors. You will not be waiting somewhere else. That's somehow people say you'll be in what where purgatory. What in the what is that called in English? I'm not sure about it, but some people believe in that. But in reality, I believe they will be waiting. We'll be waiting with your ancestors, waiting for the trumpet, if there's the trumpet coming up. Well, I'm not here to preach or to preserve some thoughts of certain religion. It's what we thought. It's what I thought, and I think I'm to share it with you. If you have comments, if you have queries, questions, just drop it. We'll talk about this if you are interested to talk about it. Thanks for watching. Let's get each other and another topic that need to be discuss. There are so many topics to discuss, guys. So this is my channel to discuss those kind of issues. Drop some comment if you want to. Thanks for watching.